Directly from 42nd Street in Midtown Manhattan, New York, I am your host Harbin and you're watching my channel YOLO, You Only Live Once. Let's talk about today's topic, why Manhattan, New York City, New York is the best place to retire. For most people, it has never come as a place to be considered to retire because of the media. Media never talk about it because of high cost of living. But that's the problem. If finances are ignored and we look for the best place to retire, we'll find Manhattan, New York City, New York is the best place to retire. So let's consider that. For the time being, let's ignore finances and let's try to find out why Manhattan, New York City is the best place to retire. So for a retiree, what are the top things to consider when they look for a place to retire? It's well known that sooner or later a retiree will have to come across healthcare issues. So the first priority and the stress on their mind is to actually look for a place where they can have access to best of the best healthcare facilities. Because your quality of life totally depends upon your health. If your health is not with you, no amount of finances will help you have a better quality of life. So when you look at New York or Manhattan in New York City, Manhattan actually has 3 of the best top 20 US hospital systems. No other metro area or rural area in United States or in the world has 3 of the top US 20 healthcare facilities. And these are Mount Sinai, New York Presbyterian, and NYU Langone. All 3 concentrated in the Midtown Manhattan, and you have readily access to it within a 2-mile radius. Another thing retirees look for is to be stress-free of driving even in the old age. No one wants to drive when they are 80s, 85. They want to relax, they want to walk. Manhattan, New York City is one of the most walkable city in the world. You can, if you are living in Midtown Manhattan, you can have access to each and everything within a mile or 2-mile radius. You can walk to each and every location, each and every activities, theaters, restaurants, shopping, rivers, beaches, cruise port, you name it, and you can actually access it on foot. Wherever you are unable to access on foot, you have one of the US top rated subway system. The New York City transportation hub actually provide commute to almost 77% of their residents. So that means 77% of New York residents do not drive cars. Almost 50% of the New York residents do not even have driver license. So transportation in old age is a key thing. You don't want to drive when you're not healthy, or you don't want to drive when you're basically in your 80s. And then New York City is the one of the few cities in the United States of America that provides you access a ride if for any reason, whether it's old age, whether it is inability to walk, if you are unable to take public transportation, you can ask for a ride to wherever you want in the New York City, and it will be provided to you by the city for free. The program is called Access a Ride Paratransit Service, and it is available 24/7, 365 days a year. What else you hope for in retirement? The other thing, people generally retire and they downsize for maintenance purposes. No one wants to basically maintain a yard. No one wants to shovel the snow from their driveway. So they want to have a stress-free, maintenance-free life in retirement. Nothing better you can get than having a condo in a managed building or in a co-op in Manhattan or in New York City. You will have facilities for your packages, you will have gym, you will have, even if you want to park your car, you will have garage facilities. You will have 24-hour doormans, concierge, people there to basically help you whenever you need. And you don't have to do anything. You can have cleaning services, you can have laundry, you can have laundry in the condos. So you can have all type of facilities, and you don't have to maintain, and it is maintained for you. What else you want in retirement? A maintenance-free life, good public transportation, ability to walk wherever you want to. The next thing which is there on the all retiree minds is how to pass their time, because one thing they have in retirement is time, and they want to spend the time on a good quality entertainment, so that they can have a good quality life. So in retirement, the main thing the retirees look for is ability to pass time with quality entertainment. In Midtown Manhattan and New York City in general, you have access to 50 Broadway theaters. That means 50 theaters with seating capacity exceeding 500 people. Then you have 60 off-Broadway theater where the seating capacity is between 100 and 500 people. And then you have 200 off-Broadway theaters which are basically less than 100 people. So even if you have to basically watch a theater every day of the year, you can actually pick one and actually go to and enjoy your time. Other than that, the city has number of parks. There's Bryant Park, Central Park, Washington Parks, Madison Square Park. So where you can go and actually have free entertainment all around the year. You have Rockefeller Center where you can find a skating rink during the ice skating during winter time, roller skating during summertime. Bryant Park, you have ice skating rink. You have free movies in Bryant Park during summertime, free movies on the Hudson Yard next to the vessel. You have Little Island, you have the walking trail on the Hudson River side as well as on the East River side. You also have tons of museum here, from MoMA, Mets, all type of cultural, historical museum to basically go to and spend time at. You have one of the best art center in Soho, art galleries, different type of artists. You will find entertainers basically entertaining people on the streets any time of the day. Then you have tons of restaurants. There's no ethnic food in the world that you cannot get in Manhattan, New York City. You'll find ethnic food from all over the world here, whether it's Chinese, Asian, Thai, Korean, or African, Jamaican, or Latin, or European, or South Asians. Any type of food you desire in your entire life, you can actually find it here. So even if you don't want to travel all over the world in your retirement, you can actually enjoy all type of ethnic culture here in the New York City. But if you desire to travel, you have access to 3 international airports in JFK, EWR, and LaGuardia. You have, if you want to desire train travel, you have Penn Station right in the Midtown Manhattan. You can go anywhere in the United States from there. And if you want bus travel, you have Port Authority right in the Times Square area, where you can find buses to anywhere in the Northeast or South or in the Midwest. And if you're a sport buff, you have the mecca of sports, basketball, Madison Square Garden right in the Midtown. You have ice hockey, you have basketball, you have football, there's Giants as well as Jets. You have baseball, Yankee Stadium as the mecca of baseball. So you name it and you have the sport here. So in conclusion, if you just take the finance part out of the situation or consideration when considering what is the best place to retire, Manhattan, New York City beats every place hands down.